Hello there, and welcome back to one of the most exciting adventures in one of the most exciting universes there is, Star Wars The Bad Batch. And as we continue our journey through the galaxy, running away from the Imperials, getting into shenanigans we never meant to in the first place, being at odds with our ship, what's next? Because quite basically, that's the three things that mainly happen in Star Wars. When you're not running from the imps, you're either at odds with your own ship or you end up in some shenanigans. So maybe are we gonna meet a new character? Maybe are we gonna be with Crosshair on our tail? Because yes, the man is with the Imperials now. It's quite official. Although we have seen by the end of last episode that he was quite starting to feel for his old comrades, his old colleagues, his old family. Because yeah, even though if he's an enhanced soldier, he still feels for them. So it will be quite interesting when they meet again. Obviously, he's quite compelled to follow the orders, but maybe the power of love. I don't know. It's going to be quite interesting to see his development and how what happens to him really, because now he seems to be one of the top dogs of the Imperial military, or at least the project for the new Imperial military. So it would be quite interesting to see what's become of him and of that project. He's apparently talking is meant to stay around. I really thought that he would only be a cameo, but no, it ends up he has a full part in these narratives. So it's quite interesting to see what's become of it. And yes, quite excited to see more action from Omega now that she's maybe a little more emboldened by the last adventure and that she's now officially part of the family. She even gets her own bedroom on the ship. She's really fun. It's going to be quite interesting. We've teased a little bit the fact that she might have a special attribute. We've talked about it since episode 1. But yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see maybe if there's a particular reason for why she has been created. In episode 1, still, when they fled, Lana seemed to have helped them. So I'm not sure if she's doing this just for the sake of the Kaminoan legacy, I don't know, or just to bother the Empire, really, or if she's doing that maybe for Omega herself. Maybe she's considering her like a daughter of her own. So it's going to be quite interesting to see maybe all of that develop, because yes, the Kaminoans and the Empire are not really in good terms right now, and the Prime Minister and Lana Say are intending on trying to settle a new deal with their provider, if I could say so. So yes, episode 4 now. I know that in English it's called Cornered, but I have to say the French title is a little bit spoilery, because the French title is The Bounty Hunter. And feminine, please, because in French we do have the feminine. So I reckon maybe we're gonna meet an old new character or a new old character, depending on how you see it. Fennec. Because yes, we've seen her in the trailers, so we know she's going to be a part of this series. And quite honestly, a female bounty hunter, we've not met that many in the Star Wars universe, and especially not in this era, or that we know of at least. There's a couple of few, but you know, since we've seen Fennec, might make sense. So it's going to be quite interesting. And if that is Fennec, why is she after them? Is she after them because she's been employed by the Empire, maybe, or maybe there's something else going on that we don't know of? So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting, and I'm really willing to see if Fennec is going to be any quite different now from when we see her in 15 or 20 years, 15 years or so later from the Mandalorian. Maybe 20 years later, something like that. Anyways, just like always, the full-length reaction to that video is going to be available on the Patreon. Link is down below in the description box, as are going to be the links to all of my social medias, including the Discord server. Do not hesitate to joining to continue the conversation, and subscribe That always helped the channel and me to continue my journey through YouTube and, you know, to make more content and everything. And leave a like also. Lets me know that you enjoyed this video and just encourages me to do more, so I know that there's somebody to watch them. That being said, we're gonna jump right in. Let's go.
Ida floor. That's where we'll go. But Ida floor's not even inhabited, which makes it the perfect place to hide out.
Obviously, we're gonna lay low for a little while.
Can't we explore?
Not right now. We got a bigger problem. Comchatter has our ship's signature on a wanted list.
Oh, yeah, okay, so we know how the bounty hunting comes into play here.
Pandora it is.
She's quite happy to go wherever, whenever. You tell her, let's go to Mustafa, she'd be like, yay! She'd be like, no! Oops. Yeah, I reckon that the docking guy may have picked the signature already.
Just need to scan your ship in.
Are you sure about that? That was easy.
This is Raspar 6 at Row Station.
Okay, so who's this?
You're looking for a certain modified
Oh!
class attack shuttle.
I'll make it well worth your while. Transmit the coordinates and make sure they don't leave.
Okay, so Omega is the target. Interesting. Why Omega specifically and not the whole Bad Batch? Because the Bad Batch is quite valuable assets, I would say, as well.
Why attack and I have to do all
That's all of a suit, Eco.
Sightseeing.
Sightseeing?
This is a supply run. In and out, quickly and quietly. Yeah.
How much do we bet that Omega is gonna run out on them? That's a fancy suit. At first I thought it was a droid. Granted, Eco is part robot. Gunk droid!
If you're looking to sell something, how about your truck?
Give me a minute.
Oh.
No, you can't be serious. We need the credits. Fine, but not at that price. I am worth more than 2,000.
2,000 is not a lot.
3.
Deal.
Deal. See.
Hey, wait!
Oh.
Wait!
Oh, already.
Hey, watch it!
Watch it. Oh, discovering the world. Was that like the little creatures that attacked that guy in episode 1 of season 2 of The Mandalorian?
You seem lost. I can help with that. Not to worry.
She certainly has a nice aura right now.
Oh my!
Oh! A protocol droid.
You're right.
And R2 units, right. Tell me it wasn't made on purpose. Smart kid, smart kid.
Why do you have a blaster?
To protect myself. The galaxy's a dangerous place to be on your own.
Fair.
I know. If you're alone, you should come with us.
Oh, sure.
Now that's the best offer I've had in a long time.
I bet it's like making the mission, the bounty even easier. Oh, 10 times
that's one
easier
of my
now.
friends now.
Yeah, there. Yeah. The helmet is okay.
I lost Omega. Somebody attacked us. Somebody who?
Somebody.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Go, Wrecker.
I am afraid that isn't possible. We are prohibited from leaving this post.
Ah, shut up, Protocol.
I'm not capable of removing our restraining bolts.
That's why I'm the supervisor.
Yes! Clever.
You're not a droid.
You got me for a bargain.
Fair. I mean, he's offended. Oh. Yeah, well. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, as they say. Oh, what's that droid? It's so cute.
Here. 225. DK3.
Oh, he's so cute. I want one just like him. Or her. Oh, yeah.
Hanging?
Yes.
I suggest you hurry.
For now, yeah.
You can thank me later.
Yeah, of course she's gonna save you. I mean, of course Fennec doesn't want to hurt the child. Oh, poor guy, he's probably dead. Sad. They're dead now. Herself. Poor. There's the shot.
Oh, I missed all the action!
He's the best.
Oh, boys.
Follow me.
Ah, she's... That little droid at the front is funny.
She has to be a bounty hunter.
And you appear to be the target.
Hey, don't scare the kid.
Says Rekka.
The target got away. But I'll find her.
Really nice shot. Too short. Always. One of the most exciting adventures in one of the most exciting universes. That's... too short. Too short. Always too short, you know, the Bad Batch. It's always quite fun. So yes, theories. Is Fennec hunting for the Empire or for Lana Say? Because if Omega is the target, it kind of seems to me that it is Lana Say who's after them. And maybe Fennec's been led to believe that Omega has been kidnapped. Because obviously Fennec is not going to hurt a child, you know, and because we've seen some bounty hunters who just want to retrieve targets, and no matter how the condition, they bring them in. But obviously Fennec's not going to hurt a child, and she's quite a fair play because, but I mean, she's paid the guy. You know, she didn't get the catch, but the guy got her intel, and she paid him, and she was a fair play on that. So, because the Fennec that we met in The Mandalorian wasn't so much of a fair play, but granted, it was with grown-ups. You know, she's not gonna play dirty with a child, I think. But you know, so yes, are we going to continue then episode 5 from that narrative, or are we going to head to Ida Flora? Was the planet that we're going to lay low? So yes, obviously they want to lay low a little bit. As everything changes, the question is, are they going to find a way to live, or are they just all going to try to survive? Because yes, they're wanted individuals right now. And as long as the Empire is, and as the clone program is being dealt with, I reckon they're gonna be targets to everybody. Because what the Empire wants, everybody might want to spill the beans for. So it's gonna be quite interesting. So Ida Flora, I'm not familiar with that planet. I don't know if I may be expecting anything from it. But so far I'm not expecting anything. Maybe, you know, by the time that we come back next week, I will have made a little bit of research. but from the top of my head doesn't ring a bell, so it's going to be quite interesting. By the way, Fennec's name has never been dropped once in that episode, so it's really so I reckon for the people who have not been watching the Mandalorian, it's really just a random character, but it's really great that they got her, because in Star Wars we know there are only so many characters that could come, and yet it's always the ones that we know of. So but obviously as new TV shows and movies come on, we get to discover more and more characters, and by the end of the day we'll know the entire galaxy. So but it's always a pleasure to find a character jumping from one medium to another. So yes, next episode is gonna be episode 5. I don't remember exactly how many episodes the Bad Batch there are. Let's see this. 16. All right, so yeah, we are in for a great adventure. We're only episode 4. But where are we heading? It's gonna be quite interesting. I'm just seeing something. Oh, Dave Filoni's just been promoted as executive creative director. Oh, I don't know exactly the title because I'm reading the info in French. That's some great news. That's some amazing news. Dave Filoni, is the future of Star Wars, in my opinion. I reckon in the opinion of a great deal of fans. And so far, everything that Dave Filoni has been doing, has been proposing, has always been fantastic. Not only were the ideas fantastic, but the way they've done it, the mastery of it, the writing, the characters. I mean, he's created one of my best characters of all time from Star Wars, Ahsoka Tano, of course. So can't wait to see where the Bad Batch is taking us. And I'm not sure if the Bad Batch is meant to rejoin maybe one of the newer series, because obviously we know that Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic, and I don't remember the other one, the Book of Boba Fett, I think, are meant to connect at some point. Like there are all 3 even series that are meant to be brought to a culminating point. So I don't know if maybe the Bad Batch is meant to lead us into one of these series or not. Obviously I'm quite interested to see what's the ending point of it all is going to be. It's all about that, really. We know basically we've always known where everything was going to end up with in Star Wars, but with Dave Filoni's work, it's not that much about the fate of the galaxy, because the fate of the galaxy has been dealt with in the movies and the mainstream Star Wars media, I would say. But now with the new series and the TV shows, he's really putting the emphasis on characters, just like the Bad Batch. And you're not that much interested in the fate of the galaxy right now than the fate of these characters. That's really what matters, and that's what makes it really compelling to see, because you want to see the Bad Batch boding well. You want to see what becomes of Omega, because these are characters you never hear from in the main storylines later on, so you don't know if they're still alive or not. And while their lives may not change the course of the galaxy, it may not. Everybody has a part to play. You're still obviously really glad to know that your favorite characters are safe. And I have to say, in the Bad Batch, my favorite right now, of the original Bad Batch, I mean, is definitely Wrecker. Wrecker is just a blast, quite literally and figuratively. But yeah, the character is just such a relief. They're all fine, they're all great, but Wrecker right now is just like he's a bubble of everything. So before I sneeze, I'm gonna remind you guys the full-length reaction to that video is gonna be available on the Patreon, link down below in the description box. You can subscribe on there to see my full-length reactions to all of my TV series and movie reactions as well. The links to all of my social medias are down below in the description box as well, do not hesitate to DM me there. I'd happily reply. You know, I liked connecting with you guys, and comment down below. Let me know maybe who is your favorite member of the Bad Batch, and where do you think we're going to go from there? Because you know, with the Clone Wars, we knew that we were going to discover the Clone Wars and that we were going to see how everything is laid out. But for the Bad Batch, could go anywhere. So where do you think we're going, and where would you like this to go? Because there are two different things. That being said, I'm going to wish you well. Have a very nice weekend and take care. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.